Hello friends and welcome back to another video. If you guys are new, my name is Fern. I'm so sorry y'all, I've been absent once again, but life has been so hectic. But anyway, as y'all saw on the title of today's video, it's going to be all about the pool renovation. This is our pool. We've owned this house for about 10 years and everything was going well until it wasn't. So there's a leak in our pool. It wasn't a huge leak or a major leak or anything like that, but there is a leak in the pool. Alrighty, y'all, today is the big day. So the technicians just came to fix and renovate my pool. There's a crack and a leak in it, but I've decided to take out all the tiles because it's old and mangy looking. So we're gonna take out all the tiles and redo the whole entire pool. This is not the first time we got work done on our pool. However, this is the biggest renovation. Before we moved to France, we decided to get it sorted because we knew we wanted to rent out our house. It used to be granite here on the small wall. However, the granite worn down because it has like a waterfall feature. The granite got really sharp and it was really dangerous, so we replaced it just in case our future tenant had children. It would have been really unsafe for them. We changed out the granite slabs, I guess, for the small tiles, but over time the tiles got really dirty and horrible looking. That was a very small job compared to what we're doing now. Technically, we didn't have to rip out all of the tiles and change everything, but the issue was I couldn't find the same tiles or similar tiles to what we had. And also, I found out that these tiles aren't made for pools. They are just normal floor tiles and they used it in the pool. That was the main reason why we decided to just rip out all the tiles and replace them with proper pool tiles. At first, I was thinking about marble tiles, like real natural marble tiles. And then I did some research, and apparently, the marble isn't really well suited for chlorine water. It is really beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I want something to last a very long time. So we decided to go with the normal pool tiles. Y'all, I did a lot of research and a lot of procrastinating before even starting this project because this is a huge project. This is a huge renovation job for us anyway. And plus, it's quite expensive. So we wanted to make sure that we got everything correct and all of the choices would be good and we wouldn't regret anything. I lost a lot of sleep over this renovation. And even though I did a lot of research and we had a lot of contractors come by to give us different quotes and all that, while we were going through it, I still felt like I didn't research enough and I didn't know much about anything because I learned so much throughout this process. We are so glad that we decided to rip out the tiles because we got to see all of the issues underneath the tiles, and the crack where the pool was leaking is actually not that bad, not as bad as we thought it was going to be. However, look at this. The chlorine water started eating up all of the cement, and if we left it, the pool would have been in a really, really bad shape. We're really happy that we went with the expensive route and just fixed everything once and for all instead of spending a little bit but having issues, or having more issues, should I say, down the road. However, we are on a budget and we didn't change everything like the granite tops, I guess that's what you call them, around the pool. We didn't change them because they are still okay. They're a little bit dirty looking, but I think I can buy some products and clean them up. Other than that, yeah, I think we made the right choice by changing the tiles and basically redoing our whole entire pool. If you're planning to renovate your pool but you're on a budget like we are, I highly recommend finding a private contractor and not go through a pool company. If you do go through a pool company, expect a higher quote, obviously, because the pool company needs to make money as well as the contractors. So I found this team through an owner that I work for. She recently did her pool and recommended me to them. Our deal was to pay for labor and I pay for the material and get all of the material myself. I'm sure you guys are itching to know how much I paid for everything, but please be patient. I'll let y'all know, but I definitely went over budget. Boo! Wow, look at all the material for my pool. By the way, our pool is 3 meters wide and 8 meters long and 1.45 meters deep. The first day, I got a bunch of cement and also the waterproofing cement, something like that. Y'all, if you want technical terms and names of things, I'm not your girl, okay? I just know that there were different types of cement that I had to get for them. It was a hard job trying to find all the materials they needed because they asked me for stuff and it totally went over my head. I was like, okay, send photos of what you need and let me know how many you want. If we didn't do it like that, I couldn't have done it because I'm not used to buying construction materials, y'all. Just know if you're looking to save some money, you gotta put in some work. I'm a person that really respects hard work, and they worked so hard. I made sure that they knew I appreciated everything that they did for me. I know I'm paying them, but still, like, honestly, I made them some snacks, I gave them drinks. It's nothing huge, but I think they really appreciate small things like that. I know I would. Anywho, let's do a little recap of what has been done so far. The first day, they got rid of the icky, swampy water and got rid of the tiles and threw that away. This is the second day, and they started rendering the walls. It's extremely fascinating to watch them work and to see what materials they use and how they do things and all the techniques. I actually cleared my schedule to supervise the pool renovation project for as many days as possible. I believe I stayed home for the first 3 days because I wanted to make sure that I hired the right people. I wanted to make sure that they did the job correctly, and I wanted them to explain to me every single step of why, how, this, that, and the other. I don't think they're used to having somebody on their back like how I was. I was like the annoying person on their team that they didn't want it there, but didn't really have a choice. But y'all, we had so many good laughs. We basically adopted each other by the time we finished this pool renovation. This is a family run construction team, which I absolutely love because I love supporting entrepreneurs and small businesses and especially family run businesses. I think that's pretty awesome. The main boss is Chang-ung. He has been working in the pool business for like 30 years along with his wife, and these are his niece and nephews. So they are a family run business, and if I had to rate how they did, I would rate them 8 out of 10, only because I know, like, as an entrepreneur, time is money, but they were trying to rush to finish my pool in order to go to another job, which I didn't really care for, and I sort of had to like slow them down to do things properly. And there were some mistakes made, but thankfully they were willing to rectify the mistakes as long as I pointed it out. There were some mistakes that were made that they rectified themselves, which I really appreciate. And overall, I'm very happy with their work. I'm just a very harsh critic. I like it when things are done properly so we don't have to go back to fix it again. Happy good morning, everybody, and welcome to the pool renovation project. Woohoo! The pool is looking so different now because we're on day 3, y'all. They have just finished putting another coat of cement so everything is nice and smooth. And today they'll do the waterproof layer, and then they will tile the whole entire pool. I haven't even bought the tiles yet, but the tiles are quite expensive. I found it for approximately 700 baht per square meter. It's a lot more expensive than like normal floor tiles. Normal floor tiles, you can find it as cheap as like 200 baht per square meter, but the pool tiles are quite expensive. and hopefully they will last forever and ever and ever and ever. It's nearly 9 o'clock now. The workers haven't come yet, but I prepared their drinks for them, and I'm gonna go and get some wings. I think today I'm gonna fry it up for them. They work very, very well, and they work very hard. Last night they stayed until like 7 o'clock in the evening to finish pouring the cement and scrubbing it. So today, like I said earlier, they will waterproof it and then start the tiling job. They think that it's gonna take 3 more days, so this is day 3, and for the amount I'm paying, oh my goodness, the contractor is making good money because I know how much the daily wages are for the workers. But anywho, so this is new floor. The wall has a extra coat of cement all here as well. And these sections, they actually lifted, so any section that lifted, I'm having them redo it. I will have to double check if there are any more sections. No, I think that should be good. And I'm also gonna change the pool lights. It's gonna be a lot more modern and not so bulky. If I could go back in time, I would have forced them to let the cement sit and cure for a bit longer. As you can see, there are different shades of gray. I think it's because it wasn't completely cured. And from what I read, the cement should be fully dry before putting the waterproof coat on. Y'all, I did not know any better before, and thankfully my pool is guaranteed for a year, but I highly doubt that there will be any issues within the year. I just hope that no tiles will lift and my grout will stay for at least 10 years. Is that wishful thinking? Perhaps, but I really hope that it lasts that long. Onto the tiles. Before I made the decision to choose these tiles, oh my goodness. I am probably like the most undecisive person ever. I use so much brain power and energy to pick these tiles. Mind you, we started this renovation project while it was still Ramadan. So my husband was really tired and sort of like out of it. And he wasn't really a big help, not even with the tile choices. There are so many tiles, by the way. There are so many brands, so many colors, so many types. There are a lot of choices, but our budget and the fact that we wanted a tile that wouldn't get so dirty so quickly was a major factor to the choice that we made. I brought the choices down to 3 tiles. This is the one I chose because I thought it would get less dirty than the other choices. I'm going to show you all the other choices that I had in mind, and let me know in the comments below which option you'd choose. Funny story, these tiles, the ones that I chose, weren't my first choice. I originally chose option number 1, which was like the white and marble like tiles. However, on the day I wanted to purchase them, they ran out of stock. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I had to wait for like a week if I wanted them. During that time, I was like confused because I thought my choice was already made. And once they told me that, and because the workers really needed the tiles ASAP, I had to change my options. My daughter originally chose option number 2, which is like the gray looking tiles. She didn't really like the patterns of these tiles. She said that it looked like Wagyu beef. I had such a difficult time choosing the tiles. Yeah, like I said, I learned that I'm so undecisive. And also, Some of y'all might ask, why didn't I choose the tiles before they started working? Well, originally, Chang'u told me it was going to take a month to finish the renovation job. I was like, oh, I have plenty of time. But nope.
It is nearly 5 o'clock and they're making really, really good progress. They're still here. There are 7 workers working on this pool at the moment, but all of the toweling work, this is all done in one day. At the moment, it's nearly 8 o'clock and they are still here working. Nearly finished for the day. Not quite yet, but nearly. Everybody is waiting to go home.
The next day.
Happy good morning, everybody. So today is the 4th day of work. They're nearly done with the tiling job. They did all this yesterday. And this from here to here, that was today. And they started in a small section.
Every time I saw them use the angle grinder, I would stress out because it just looks so dangerous and their fingers are so close to the blade. But anywho, the night before they stayed until really late because I made them fix the tile patterns. They were rushing to finish up tiling. However, I'm like a perfectionist. When I see things that isn't done correctly, I just can't get over it, especially when I want it to last forever and ever and ever. And because I've been supervising them, I see all the little details. And anyway, they stayed until around like 8:30, I believe, to fix up the pattern. And I'm really grateful that they are patient with me because I know if it was some other construction crew, they wouldn't have done what this team did for me. I totally understand mistakes can happen, but as long as they are willing to rectify this mistake, I'm happy. I hope you all have enjoyed this pool renovation video so far. If you have, please stay tuned. There will be another video. I had so much footage to where I couldn't compress everything into one video. It would have been a very, very long video. I don't think y'all want to sit and watch all of that at once. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, please stay healthy and happy, and I'll see you all soon. Mwah.